Right, there we have it. Man United 3, Arsenal 1. Hurts me to say it, but it is what it is, man. Arsenal lose our first game of the season. And and that sentence, like, pay attention to that. First game of the season we've lost. We've won 5 and we've lost 1. So any Arsenal fans today throwing their toys out the pram, take a look at yourselves. Any one of us would have taken 5 out of 6 wins and being top of the table by a point, before the season started. So I think we've got to look at it on balance and be fair to the team. We've got to take some of the good with some of the bad, well, a lot of the good with some of the bad. But that obviously doesn't mean we can't analyse today. It doesn't mean that we can't look at today and speak about what we did wrong and where there's room for improvement and maybe some naivety, maybe not being as tight and considered as we should have been. On the other hand, we've got to look at the fact that there was ambition in the performance. We did play fairly well. And it's just about, for me, it's a fine line. It's a fine balance. Look, first 10 minutes, United started off in like a house on fire. They used that home turf advantage and they started off really, really well. But then Arsenal really came into the game. And obviously, the game hinged massively on the VAR call. We all of us knew this game was not going to be without controversy and that controversy was going to favour United. We all knew that. I just think as Arsenal fans, we're conditioned to expect that. So let me know straight off the bat in the comments below, and please do, because I've heard a lot of people with mixed responses. So I really want to know what you guys think. Was that goal being disallowed the correct decision or not? Let me know in the comments, because as far as I'm concerned, look, I'm going to be really honest about that. I see how that could be given as a foul, but I feel like it was very, very soft, albeit fine. Yeah, there was no contact on the ball from Odegaard, so fine, it's a foul, I accept it. But what annoys me, and this is where I get really, really flipping frustrated about it, is that you can bet, if that was Man United, if they had scored the first goal and that was their goal, it would not have been disallowed. That's the thing that I just can't seem to shake, that I can't get out of my head. And tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me if you think I'm being paranoid. But I'm sure of it. If that was flipping Rashford or someone that committed that foul, then referee would say, the whole thing would go as, oh, it's not a clear and obvious error. VAR's not there to referee the game, and they'd carry on and let it be 1-0 to United. But when it's Arsenal, all of a sudden VAR's there to referee the game. Then it's not about clear and obvious. Really, really frustrates me. And obviously, it's a different game if we go 1-0 up. But, the thing that frustrates me today is we reacted so... I don't know what the hell that bird is doing. It must be a United fan. He's doing my head in. But anyway, listen, it's what frustrates me is that after going 1-0 down, we reacted really, really well, came back into the game, got the equaliser after responding brilliantly. And then after that, I look at our setup, I look at how high our line was, and that is bearing in mind with a weakened midfield. We're without our first choice centre mid and Thomas Partey, and then we saw in the game where El Neni was available, we played him over Sambi. So what we've got now is our first choice out, our third choice out, and our fourth choice playing. And you think to yourself then, look, in that situation where you are a bit injury hit in a really, really important area of the pitch, and especially in an away game when you need to sort of like protect a lead, then maybe play with a little bit less naivety in a way. And I don't know. I mean, look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be praising Arteta for the ambition. But when I see Arsenal get caught in the counter-attack like that, I do think to myself, look, that's naive. That's a naive setup. And look, I'm not saying Arsenal are a title challenging team, but what I would say is that once you won your first 5 games of the season, you may as well just kind of say, look, let's keep this up and let's try and do what we can. And I would be saying to my team, what you have to do is win your home games and you have to make sure you avoid defeat away. That way, over the course of a season, you're taking points away from other big teams that have got big ambitions, right? I'm not saying United are a big team, obviously not. They're a level below us, I believe that. But the point is, we've given a small team of Man United 3 points today, and it feels like a bit of a gift. because of how high our line was, how sort of like open and disorganized we got at a point in the game where we were chasing the win. And that I just find really frustrating. On the other hand, I understand that I would have felt a little bit aggrieved if we had come out of the game today only drawing 1-1, because I kind of would have felt like, look, we probably have the beating of this team and I probably would like to see more ambition. But I just felt like Mikel Arteta didn't get the balance right. So let me know, am I being harsh on Mikel Arteta here? Or do you feel like it's a fair reflection of what I'm saying? The triple substitution, like 1 minute after that, I think it was, United go and score the third goal, which kills the game. And I just kind of feel like, probably not played perfectly. But Mikel Arteta this season, most of his subs, most of his calls have been right. He got one wrong today. Fine, we can take that. I'm happy for Bukayo Saka. That look, assist in the last game, goal in this game. He hasn't been at it this year, and I forgive him for that, because for him, it's been intense. Since he's like burst on the scene for us, it's been so intense. And then last season with the Euros and everything like that, like the guy hasn't had a break. And he's going to go straight into a Winter World Cup now and stuff. I worry about him a little bit in terms of burnout and fans getting on his back. So I'm very happy that he got the goal today. Thought Gabriel Jesus was brilliant. Thought Aaron Ramsdale, his distribution was great. Defensively today, I don't think we were at it, unfortunately. In the central midfield area, don't think it was very good either. I really do wonder, if we had our first choice midfield available, what the story could have been today. Equally, people might turn around and say, look, Arsenal, you failed to add in the transfer window. This is what you get. If we had gone and added someone, perhaps we would have been, in a better position today. But look, overall, the message today from me is that we're not the Invincibles. We're not at that level. We're not going to go all season unbeaten. Away from home, places like that, yes, there are going to be games where it might go your way one day, might not go your way another day. I feel like Arsenal showed something today, then that on another day, this same game, we could have won and certainly avoided defeat. With a little bit more sort of like experience from Mikel Arteta, I feel like slightly naive, slightly over-ambitious, and we almost gifted United a couple of goals. It's the way they just cut through us. It's just like we shouldn't be beaten like that with that much ease. But Arsenal weren't awful today. We showed something, that we've got something about us. And listen, let me know as well in the comments, who's better placed to go and get top four as you see it today, Arsenal or Man United? For me, it's Arsenal. So I'd rather be in our position. We're still top of the table. We've still had the better start. We just need to make sure that we bounce back. And now it's going to be thick and fast, the games. We've got Thursday, Sunday now, up until like for the next 18 days, I think. No, yeah, for the next 18 days, we've got 5 games left. I think this would have been 19 days, 6 games, including this United one. So obviously very, very intense. Let's hope for a bit of decent squad management and that we go and do something. The last thing I'd say as well is that, listen, in the last game, in my match reaction, I asked you all to help me raise funds to donate to the Pakistan flood victims. The response has been incredible. I asked to raise £1,000. I had to double that target. I got one donation of £1,000 in one go. It's crazy. The support I get from you guys anytime I try and do something to use my platform for the better, the way you guys respond is just incredible. So thank you so much for that. I've raised over £2,000 now. The link is in the description below. If you want to carry on, please do. I'll close up that fundraising link in a few days. But thank you so much for the massive response. And let's hope, as amazingly as you guys have responded to my request, hopefully Arsenal will respond equally as brilliantly in the questions that are going to be asked of them over the next few games, and we bounce back, and especially in our next Premier League game, we hit back with a win. Until next time, take care. Disappointing day, but a great start to the season, and we have to remember that. Up the Arsenal.